It is no longer news that David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, Nigerian musician, music talent. But 1 year ago, they lost their son called Ifeanyi. There have been a lot of talk about why the boy RIP'd, who RIP'd him. Of course, the story is that the young boy Ifeanyi RIP'd in the pool, and now they have double. David Adeleke decided to post a picture of a dove. This is to represent and to mark the sad event, the RIP of Ifeanyi. When Ifeanyi RIP'd, a lot of things came out. We saw some seers, prophet, clerics who started giving revelation about the RIP, and some even went as far as saying we said that this was going to happen, and the reason behind it. In fact, there is a seer somewhere who said that Davido had offended a lot of women, and that David Adeleke needs to pay Mother Nature, and that the first thing that is going to happen to him, I don't want to talk about that now. But about Ifeanyi, I want to talk about that one. The seer said that Ifeanyi RIP because of other women in Davido's life that are envious, because it seems somehow Chioma has found a niche, found a place in the life of Davido, something that they wanted. The other women obviously will not be happy. It's easy for us to say, is it by force? But you know how bad it is if you're a woman and you have a child for a man, and that man is not going to be in your life. At times you could be upset. You can't be upset unless you both had talks about it, and it seems there is a kind of imbalance in it, and you're like, okay, I'll take care of the child, and some little change here and there. But Chioma is the one that is with David Adeleke presently. Yeah, they are both married. But before then, it's not like they never had issues. There were issues, and the child will often bring them back together again. They will reconnect, rekindle whatever it is that they have inside of them. And once they start having issues again, they drift apart. And you know the issue. Apart from two people having arguments, the issue of who did you go with? And men oftentimes they want to freestyle with different women, but if they hear that their own woman, girlfriend is freestyling with one person or the other, they get upset. Like, why? Who are you? Such mentality could cause chaos. If you have license to go with different women, the woman also has license to go with whoever she wants to go with. So all of these things came up back then, and they came back together. And it was that period that they both came back together to rekindle that lost connection and affection. That was when Chioma left the boy. It's just so sad. I mean, it happened at a time, just at sometimes 8 p.m. in the night. The news spread all over social media. One of their friends was the first person that quickly put out this story. If you're on this channel, you know what I'm talking about. She's a plumpy actress. She was the first person that came up with this story, and people got angry and like, oh, why? Why didn't you allow the father and the mother of this little boy tell the world? Why are you the first person to break? And now that both of them got a child, they got twins, this same lady is not saying anything. And I'm talking about Eniola Badmus. She didn't say nothing. She didn't wish them well. She didn't congratulate them. She did not applaud. She didn't do nothing. Maybe she did it silently, even though Chioma is not following her. I don't know if she had reconnected herself back to David Adeleke, and she had, I don't know. And of course, he has also been warned to be careful, wary of those around his circle. Now that he has twins, I'm sure that he will want to put all effort and attention on those ones, because the evil eye or eyes are not away. They are not yet away. And himself, he has to be careful. There is a point you will do something to, it becomes overdue. And when it becomes overdue, you know how it is. Yes, you can be freestyling with different women. Look at just look at the one of Two-Face. Two-Face was freestyling with different women. He got to a point, he realized within himself that if he is not careful, it will be his own life that will go for it. Because there is a point you will do something to, it's not even the women that are angry with you and they want to attack you. There are people who will take their matter upon themselves. And it's the same with David Adeleke. Of course, a lot of people like David Adeleke and like Chioma. They love both of them together. If you watch social media, you'll see that a lot of people want both of them together. They like. So there are others too who are in support of, let's say, Sophia, the first baby mama that we know with Davido, and numerous other women. There are other people out there, the ones you know, the ones you don't know. There is even a case somewhere in the southwest of Nigeria, where they said David Adeleke did the DNA, it was not correct, and he gave them a lot of money. And the lady said it's not that, it's not only David Adeleke, that David Adeleke and his cousin, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go into that. So what I'm trying to say is that there are people who are angry. There are people who are upset. There are people who feel that David Adeleke took advantage of them, and many other stories that we have heard. We hope that this time around, he will be able to put himself together and stick to Chioma. He has gone round. At his age, he has done a lot of, not, don't think that the ones that are pregnant are the only people that he had things with. He had a lot with a lot of people, with so many people. Some even had to take it away. You know what I mean? They had to evacuate it. So as it is, right now, people are saying, well, now that you have remembered your son, which is a very sad one, Ifeanyi, that you have remembered him and you are mourning him and you are done with the money, you are just doing the remembrance and all of that, please make sure that you refocus, you rekindle your attention on your wife, and not just your wife alone, the twins, so that there will be no repetition of what happened in the past. Because we might be like, no, nothing will happen to these ones. We don't pray anything should happen. But you, as a human being, you cannot sleep and close your eyes and say, I'm in charge. Nobody is in charge. The spiritual controls the physical, and there are people, like I said, who are angry. They are so much angry. They are very much angry. They are not comfortable with certain things that have happened in the past. But then life has to go on. People can, it happens. You have a child, blah, blah, blah. You do this, you do that, and you decide upon something else. It's okay. But you cannot allow that to be like a pattern, and you just believe that you are a man, and the only thing you want to do is to run around with different women, get them pregnant, and you say nothing is going to happen, that money answereth all things. Yeah, money could answer all things, but you need to know the context of what money cannot answer. There are certain things that money cannot answer, and I think David Adeleke is also, maturing up. He's also getting to realize that there are ways, remembrance and all of that. He will be able to put himself right and at least do the right thing at this time. I don't know what you think about this one. I mean, at least it's something that we all believe that he will work upon. Yeah, we all felt bad, not because he's the only one that lost a child, but I mean, it's something that a lot, even the Banj lost his own child the same way. But David Adeleke is just someone that a lot of people like, and for them to see bad things happening to him in such a manner, it gets a lot of people kind of worried and concerned. Why? Because David Adeleke is a man who is open-handed. He gives, he does to people. You know what I mean? And this kind of connected people to him. That's it. Not because of his song alone, or because his name is Davido, or any of that. It's because of how he decides to give back to the society, and he will make it clear to anyone who wants to collaborate with him upcoming that I'm not going to charge you. As an upcoming, I'm not going to charge you. You can come and do what you want to do with me. I'm going to freestyle. I'm going to, at least, that kind of thing. So that has made him likable, and whatever affects him, hurts him, people want to be involved, and that has also spread to Chioma. What are your thoughts about this one? Drop your comment, like, and share. See you guys in the next update.